My name is Daria Kiseleva. I'm from Russia. I study economics in Russia, but here I study sexual education. And I'm here in America because I'm an exchange student. I definitely spend less time in the university because I used to have around 10 courses a semester, but here it's around 4 or 5. It's typical for everyone, and it's easier. But the thing is, it's more homework, way more homework, a lot of homework, and yeah. But as I'm taking the subjects that I enjoy doing, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm doing homework for my own enjoyment, you know. Yeah, and I travel more. Even on the weekends, I would go to, I don't know, Columbus or Cincinnati. That is, I don't know, 4 hours away, 5 hours away. Yeah. Okay, my friends are crazy. Yeah, so we would just, if it's summer, we would go hiking. Once we went on bicycles to like a seashore, and it was about 10 kilometers away. It's a lot, and it was hard because, well, we didn't bicycle at all before that, and our bodies weren't prepared for that. Yeah, so we would go do some really active stuff, or we would just go to walk in the city, talk about lots of things. I'm a feminist, so I would talk with my best friend who's a feminist too about all those social issues. Yeah. Haven't traveled to Appalachia a lot. I'm planning to, but the people are really different to what I'm experiencing in Russia, and the sites are really different. Like where I'm from, I live near the sea, but here it's more of green sites. You know, like lots of forests, lots of. I've been to a botanical garden here in Morgantown. It was beautiful. Yeah. Food. I really miss food because back home I would cook for myself, or my mom would cook for myself. I wouldn't really go out that much, but here I would go to a bistro, a gourmet, and the food is really different. The taste is really different. I think here it's more of a artificial addings. I don't really like it, but other than that, I gained weight here. I gained around 9 pounds, I think. Definitely people, because the people that I've met here, and they kind of changed my mind a lot about absolutely different things, and I know that I've changed a lot. It certainly was different for me growing up in Russia because, well, when I was really small, my parents divorced, and my mom was kind of alone for a little bit with me, and we were poor. But she tried to give me everything that she could, and then she met my stepdad, and he tried to give me everything. But then my mom was brought up in a family of 3 children, so she was one of 3, and she was even poorer. They used to, so there was no such a system as you would go to a shop and just buy things. You would wait in line with, it was like a ticket for food, for a certain amount of food, and you would go and wait in a line for, I don't know, a couple of hours to get bread, and it's just one piece of food. Yeah, so it was poor, but I think it was happier because I was growing up when the internet was a thing, and at the age of 10 or 12, I was in the internet a lot, and I think kids back then, when my mom was growing up, were happier because spend more time socializing, and I needed to kind of learn those things from the very beginning because I was spending too much time on the internet. Russian parents don't kick out their children out of the house when they turn 18. That's definitely one of the biggest differences. And I've seen some American young people that got kicked out of their homes, and they got to kind of adapt to new conditions and get to be more responsible for their lives. I think the biggest difference between young Americans and young Russians are that young Americans are more, I want to say infantile. But then I'm like thinking about the people that like got success at the age of like 22, and I'm like, are they really? So people became really open to new things, and I think there are lots of people that get promoted easily in the internet if they have a grasp for it, if they like really feel what the auditorium needs from them. And also I think also people got addicted to social media. Like you can always see some people, they just do this and they're walking down the street. I'm like, hey, you can be like robbed, or some people can do really bad things to you if you're doing this, or just listening to music. So people got really addicted to social media, and there are so many social media right now that you just don't have time to check it all, and it's really time consuming. Yeah. So one of the biggest things is that they should understand about younger Russians, that they really, if they found a job that is new, that is creative, and that they like, they should go for it. They shouldn't work on a tedious 9-to-5 job in an office, because that's a perspective for many Russians that are like my mom's age, like 45, I think, or a little bit older, because that's what they are doing, and that's what they think their children should do. Or, for example, when I applied for an economics degree in my university, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. But I should have applied for a degree in the university right away, because that's how it's done. I think for some people, they should really take time to think, because, well, it's big money, then it's a waste of time. And if you end up not liking what you did, it's just a waste of everything that you've been doing for 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. First and foremost is that we are not our government. So personally, I cannot be responsible for what my government does, and that's why you shouldn't hate me for what my country does, for example. Also, one of the biggest things is, I think people think that Russians don't smile. That's a really big stereotype. But the thing is that Russians don't smile to strangers. When they feel like you're a good person, when you're a friend, they will smile with the biggest smile they've ever had. They will be very hospitable, very ready to help. And I have so many articles when people just traveled to Russia and they just busted that stereotype because people were really eager to help. But sometimes in other countries, people are smiling, people seem eager to help, but they are not really. So I think with the recent movements that he's doing, he seems to me like a child that does whatever he wants to do. If he gets annoyed, if he gets, I don't know, if someone just does like bad things to him that he thinks that they're bad things. So he might say, oh, we're not going to attack Syria, but then he's going to attack Syria in a couple of days. Like what politician does that? I do not know, and I do not really support Trump. I think it's one of his, like, I just want to attack. I can attack. I will attack, and this is not what a politician does. This is not what a person that is in charge of one of the most powerful countries does. So I think that's really silly. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. You shouldn't judge a religion by its representatives, if you know what I'm saying. It's like the recent news with ISIS and attacks and everything. I have Muslim friends that are really upset with this, and like there are attacks that are done by Christians, by Orthodox or Orthodox Christians, Baptists, and anyone can really do that. So I'm just really like calling out for non-judgment of people, really, and for instead being curious about other cultures. So instead of just saying, oh, you Russians are non-friendly, your president is shit, and you really like shouldn't, I don't know, exist. Oh, okay, nobody said this to me, but if we imagine, instead just ask me, like, what is your opinion? And I think this is like this is the friendliest way, this is the most diplomatic way, and in the end, everyone will be really content with whatever we will have. Like, you will have knowledge, and I will have a thought that, oh, somebody is interested in my culture. Yeah.